So, here comes the sad part of the ride, going back. In just a few minutes, I'll be moving farther away from the place that defined my last couple of days. There's something bittersweet about that. And in a few hours, I'm back to my usual routine. Ooh, that must have sounded very pleasant to listen to. But if I have to explain that in my natural language, why is that? Because tomorrow when I wake up, instead of looking forward to a ride to some beautiful destination, I would be looking forward to. But you know what? It's a cycle. A beautiful cycle. All set. It's a very bright and hot day. I like the bright part of it, not the hot part of it. I want to tell you about one of the biggest blunders I made. Before this trip, I water washed the bike. The idea was to lubricate it after, which I forgot. So I rode from Bangalore all the way to Chikmagalur without a drop of lubricant on the chain. However, mechanic shops were closed and no petrol bunks had gear oil. So I had to do a little bit of jugaad. I went to a tailor shop and then had this machine oil that they put in their machines. Right. Bye-bye. Interesting. And then we get fined for not having pollution certificates. So should I build with my finances, I think I can build a tent here. Full tank ना. वो automatic stop पे cut कर दीजिए. हाँ? हाँ. Very cute. Oh, this is the lake. I had stopped here while I was coming. Alright, takeaway time. What did I like about riding solo? Let's say I'm riding with a buddy. And the buddy is actor Ajit Kumar. Why him? Because he's the best. Now the journey is going to be so good, most probably. Why? Because he's the best. But there is one problem. What if Ajit sir is not in a happy mood? And what if I feel hungry at the same time? Because I'm an expert in feeling hungry during the worst times. Picture this. Ajit sir, ice cream sapulama, and then Ajit sir says, do you get the point? But what if I'm riding solo? If I feel like having an ice cream, it's rather simple. I stop, I buy, I eat. So that's point number one, flexibility. With riding solo comes a lot of flexibility. Okay, so the previous example might have been a bit of an exaggeration, but I hope you get the point. Also, I look like I'm straight out of Guruvayur temple, but never mind, it's my mom's artwork. Anyways, second point, it's the time. The time that you get to spend with yourself. You know, as people get busy with their work, career, goals, it's not only that they don't get enough time to spend with their kids, their parents, relatives, friends, relationships. It's also that they don't get enough time to spend with themselves. And that is a huge concern. And an activity like solo riding can help address this concern. Need proof? Cool. Try and take a day off and plan that entire day for yourself. This doesn't have to be riding a bike or going to an Instagrammable viewpoint on some remote corner of the world. It could be as simple as cooking, or taking a walk in your neighborhood, or attending a quiz competition at some community center, or even spending time with a few kids at an orphanage close to where you live. But do not confuse this with scrolling short form videos on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, because this is not about passing your time in the least boring manner, but spending your time in your most favorite way. But all that glitters is not gold. Riding solo has a big downside. And before we discuss that, I got this sudden cravings for mutton biryani. The downside of solo riding is quite straightforward. A single moment of distraction can lead to a crash, leaving you stranded with no one nearby to notice or help. So, will I ride solo again? Honestly, I don't know. Only time will answer.
But you know what? I think I will.